All solo project maintainers know how much of a chore it is to stay on top of all the GitHub issues, and many a times it's usually a very small fix. With all the LLM models evolving at such a fast pace, it's almost a no-brainer to use an AI automation flow that can simplify this process. Introducing Ghost Maintainer. It's a tool that takes over the repetitive parts like triaging issues, understanding code, writing bug fixes, and opening PRs. All the things that AI is very good at. You can focus on your work that actually needs a human that is reviewing and testing the fix. It uses Notion as the operations center. Let me show you how it works. Here I have a GitHub repository of a simple task management app built with Flutter. I recently discovered an issue in the app startup, so I will create a new issue for it. Once an issue gets created, it automatically triggers the GitHub action, which adds the issue to the triage queue page in Notion and triggers the triaging process. I have a very simple triage flow here. It determines whether it's a feature request or a bug and moves it automatically to the correct page. For example, this is a bug report and it correctly triaged it and added it to the maintenance backlog page. Since it's powered by Gemini, it also creates a basic summary of the bug report and also assigns a priority. Now, as it has identified the issue as a bug, it also triggers an investigation flow, and if it finds a fix, then it can even create a pull request for it. In this case, it was able to fix the issue, so it created a new PR. Let's have a look at it. It added some nice description of how it fixed the issue, which looks good to me. Let's have a quick look at the files changed. Okay, I will go ahead and approve. Once you merge the PR, it triggers a GitHub action to archive the issue on Notion and it removes it from the maintenance backlog page. Let's have a quick look at how it handles a feature request. As you can see, if it identifies the issue as a feature, then it triages it to the feature backlog page. Now let me show you how you can use Ghost Maintainer on your own repository. I have a Git repo here of a Flutter app, which has a few issues already present. And I also have a local clone of this repo on my system. I will go to the root of this repo in the terminal and run a command to install the Ghost Maintainer CLI tool. You will find all the steps in the README of the Ghost Maintainer repository. In step 1, it will ask for various tokens that it requires to access the required APIs. One thing I forgot to add to this install script, you will also need to create a Notion internal integration before you run the install script. You will find the steps for that in the README of the Ghost Maintainer repo. Now back to the install script. First is the Notion integration token. You will get it while creating the Ghost Maintainer integration in Notion. Next, make sure you have created an empty page in Notion. Go to the three dots menu, scroll down to Connections, and enable the Ghost Maintainer integration. Then copy the page link and enter in the terminal window. After that, it will ask you for the GitHub Personal Access token and the Gemini token. You're all done with the credentials. Autofix bugs with PRs, by default it's set to yes, but you can choose to not autofix bugs as well. It's configurable later in the CLI tool. Now that it has all the access it requires, it will create all the pages in Notion, store the credentials on the GitHub securely so that the GitHub Actions can access them, create the required GitHub Actions, and push the changes to the repo. Once the setup is done, it will ask whether you want to sync the existing issues to Notion. I will answer yes. You will notice in a moment it starts fetching and adding the issues to the triage queue page. And it also triggers the triaging process using the GitHub action. Feel free to customize the Notion pages. You can change the field order, sort order, wrap text as per your liking. I see it triaged one of the issues as a bug, but since we disabled the auto bug fix, it didn't trigger the investigation flow. So let's use the CLI tool to trigger that flow. You can just enter Ghost Maintainer fix along with the issue number. Now if we refresh the actions page, you will notice it triggered the respective action and will create a new pull request. Thank you for watching and hope project maintainers find this tool useful.